my Styrene Junkies. It's Half-Assed Model Garage. So, I have a Saturday update. I finished my zombie group build, hosted by Jason at Klein Designs and Paul at Left Coast Model something. I still can't remember his YouTube channel. So, you all know that, we had some issues with this, and if you want to know the details, you can kind of go back and look at some of the videos. But I think overall, I think it came out pretty good. It's not perfect. Definitely got some flaws in it. I think I had to opt out one part out of the whole kit. Otherwise, this is a full stock, box stock build. I started this thing a year ago, and it sat on the shelf for another year, and now it's finished. So give me a second and I'll pull this down into camera view. Here we go. So the Half-Assed Model crew, news crew has already been out doing their job, hosting, man. And I'm not gonna edit this, guys. I never edit my videos, so I don't stop. But the news crew is posting the final on this build. So this is the Revell's 1969 Camaro Z28. And a little short story, guys. I busted the window trying to polish out some scratches, so I had to run out and buy another kit to put in the window. The front windshield right there. I think with that kit I'm gonna probably do a I don't know, barn find, or I'm gonna do a rust bucket thing with it. It'll be a first for me on that one. No time soon or anything, but I'm definitely gonna, since the windshield is already busted, what a better thing to do with the kit than to make a rust bucket out of it. So I'm not sure how good this is gonna show up in the video or whatever. The paint, like I said, I have another video that shows the paint stuff. I think the paint came out really good. I did this with the Splash. Was it Splash? I think I got it from. But it's the black rose with clear coat with a gold Formica powder in it, and in person it looks really good. So everything I think came out, like I said, came out pretty good. I did put the grab my yo righty, where are you? Where are you hiding? There you are. I did put the chrome emblems on it. I screwed up and I didn't mask off the area for the marker lights, so the amber didn't even really do anything, and I don't want to try and scrape it down to just paint in those things. Like I said, there are some flaws, so that's a flaw. And like I said, I will always tell you guys the screw ups that I've done. Now this kit, another funny thing about this kit, I had the chassis and everything was all done, and it was perfectly level on all four tires. I put it all inside the body, and wouldn't you know that it became unlevel? So I had to do some tweaking to it. It's level now, but I did some tweaking to it to make it level again. Really upset me because it should have been perfect. Why don't I use the table, man? Come on, you buy this stuff and then you don't use it? Jeesh. Maybe. Or maybe not. There we go. Slow it down. Come on. Come on, slow it down. Slow it down. Really? How many clicks does it take to slow it down, guys? I don't know. This is why we call the show Half-Ass Model Garage, guys. This is the only reason. Because nothing ever goes right. It's always half-ass. So, like I said, everything in the kit's on here. I did do some panel lining on the front of the grill, and I'll show you some close-ups in a second. I did. The only thing that's not on here yet is I gotta make and print my own license plate decals. So I'll be doing that. I won't do another video or anything, but I will be doing that. There'll be Florida license plate decals on it. And I'm gonna try to get half-ass on there. I haven't quite figured out how exactly I'm gonna do it because technically it's I think 3 and 3 characters for the real plate, but I don't know if I can make my lettering fit on here. Like I said, box stock. I did have some issues with the hood again after total assembly. I mean, it fits now, but I had to do a little bit of trimming on the hood hinges, and the air cleaner kind of slightly gets in the way, so it basically does do a little bit of a snag. Can we pause you? Alright. So, but, so I had to take off the, normally you push the pins in to actually get it out, so now it just pops out. So, there is no wiring or nothing inside this. This is straight, like I said, box stock. Like I said, I started back up in modeling about 2.5 years ago, or whatever. And like I said, this one's been sitting in a box for a while, so it's just detail painted. I didn't have a lot of supplies back then. I did do, detail as much as I could, brake lines, painted all that stuff in. Now I run, metal lines and stuff for the brakes and everything. I do wiring and stuff. I think the only thing I did do on this one that's technically not boxed out is I believe I put heat shrink over the radiator hose there to make it look more like rubber. Again, because, didn't have rubber paint. Rubber paint probably would have worked, and I hope that doesn't take it out of box stock because I just added heat shrink to it. The interior is a two-tone, like a flat tan, and then I did a flat black. Wanted something different, I mean, everything you see is kind of always doing the same. People doing, black and white, red, so I was trying to get something totally different. I did have a little bit of goof up with the front marker lights. And again, I don't know if the video will show it. Like I said, I did a little bit of black wash in the grill and stuff just to tone the chrome down just a hair. Didn't want it like vibrant. And this was done to a customer specification too. So no, the door handles are not chrome. They wanted a black rose paint job. They wanted black trim, and they basically wanted everything, in color. So there is no, the side emblems on the fender, the names, none of that. They just lightly with some black on it. They didn't want them popping out. They just wanted it, how do you say it, not hidden, but toned down, I guess. Didn't want a lot of chrome on the car. I mean, in reality, we probably should have stripped all the chrome, the bumpers and stuff, in the grill, and done a like the black chrome, and I think it probably would have worked pretty good too. But so uh, basically, she came out good. Can't complain. No other real hiccups with the build that I can remember. Like I said, it was done a long time ago. The paint was the only thing that was holding me up on this kit. Oh, I did have, and I got most of it out. I'm sure you can kind of see some slight hazing in the window. So, funny thing is when I glued the interior in, just like SCI, or NCI, the glue fogged in my fingerprint. Both fingerprints showed up in the back window of where I had touched it, and it fogged over with the glue, and I was like, oh crap. So I took some polishing compound on a Q-tip because it was already all glued in, and did the best I could to get in there through the windows and scrub that out. So got a slight haze to it, but it still looks good. So there she is, guys. I mean, another finished model. I'm kind of happy. Now I'm going to be able to start working on my long forever Acme build, and hopefully finish that for the Acme show. On top of that, just a couple of stash ads. Like I said, I had to buy another another kit for the windshield. So like I said, this one here is going to become a rat thing. I found these at Hobby Lobby when I was going through just looking. I was actually looking for some maybe good paint markers or whatever, but I didn't really see anything. But these are they're for stencil squeegeeing in the stencil area, and they're only 24 cents. And I was like, that might work out because they're very small and very fine. I think they would work out really good for applying filler for any of our stuff. I mean, I know a lot of us got the silicone brushes and stuff too, but I figured 24 cents, give it a shot, see what happens. So of course, at Hobby Lobby, to get that kit 40% off, you can't walk out with just one, but 3. So I also picked up this. I'm going backwards here. I picked up this because I belong to Scale Speed Garage, and we're working on some stuff for this particular kit. So I figured I'd pick it up. That way I'm able to also be able to understand what we're doing in designing and Fusion. I'll have a kit to do that too, and I love my Chevys too. So, and I'm also trying to. There I go again, bouncing the camera all over the place. Sorry for the glare, guys. Let's see. There you go. I'm also trying to collect all of these. What is that? I can't read it. Custom cruisers, I think they are. I have the Monte Carlo Lowrider up there, and they had this one too, and I said okay, because I don't know how many is going to be in this set, but I do want to get all of them so that when I do start building them, that I can have a complete set of them. I'm not saying I'll be building them just like they are on the box, but I'll at least my dog got in the way and can't put them back where I had them down by my feet. So that's kind of all the things, model related. I am working still on some diorama stuff for my diorama, so some videos of that stuff should be coming up soon too. I hope to have some. I am trying to make some more videos, guys, but I am still going through healing process and everything. I had to have more of my big toe. Well, there is no big toe left. The rest of it's all gone. It's been amputated completely off. So I'm kind of going through that phase. I can only sit down for so long in the shop. I got to keep it up, kind of. So I think that covers everything, guys. Sorry for timeout span, and sorry for a crappy video. I don't know why you guys watch this crap. Gotta love his videos too, huh? Sorry, Jack, I stole it. Just this time. I don't always say it either, guys, but like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you can. I'm not out to do the analytics or whatever, but it's nice to see, make a comment, leave a comment. I do have some regulars, they always do. I love to see the comments. If there's something you want to see, or you'd like to know, or whatever, drop it in the comment, and I'll try to oblige. Because like I said, I do a little bit of everything when it comes to the modeling stuff. I did say the heat gun I bought, and I actually used that on this. This is how I fixed the unlevel issue in this kit. But that little heat gun worked great. Definitely buy, guys. I think it was $10 or whatever on Amazon. So this little thing right here, and I mainly bought it for decals, but this thing right here, it worked out great. It heated it up just enough, and was able to do a little tweaking, let it cool, and that did it. I think also I had bought in that Display sander with the changeable tips and stuff. Another awesome tool. I know it's a little bit of money, guys, but if you can, it works out great in the tight areas. Plus, and again, I apologize for the people I don't remember, but that jeweler's pickup pen, that worked awesome doing the reverse lights in this, because there's no way to hold those little things, and that was perfect to put them in. Even the first light that I did in the front worked out great. The second one, I don't know what happened. It didn't want to work with and it wasn't the little jeweler's pickup thing. It was just the hole. I think there was too much paint inside that hole, and it didn't like the lens. But as far as the products that I've been buying, hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of insight. If you've been watching the videos and I've made a comment about them. I can't remember everything off the top of my head. Like I said, if there's something that I bought and you guys were waiting for some sort of insight on it, let me know. Alright? I'm almost at 20 minutes, so I try to keep these things short, guys. With that, everyone stay blessed. There's a lot of us that are going through some really trying times, losing loved ones and stuff. So keep us all in your thoughts and prayers. I am. Every single one of you. We love you all. Alright? With that, later.